Anthony Davis, Wizards will wait until season to have extension talks. Sources: ever since the Washington Wizards traded for Anthony Davis, the day of Aug. 6, 2026 has been cited as a signpost in any potential long-term relationship between Davis and the Wizards. Under the collective bargaining agreement's rules for veteran extensions, today is the first day that Davis and the team are permitted to sign an extension to his current contract. Advertisement Today's eligibility date, the third anniversary of Davis signing an extension with the Los Angeles Lakers, is a bit of a red herring, though.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for core power and rise to a whole new level of recovery. High-quality protein to build muscle. The nutrition you need to power on.
Ready to order? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/10.
League sources who were granted anonymity to speak freely told The Athletic that any meaningful talks between Davis and the Wizards about a possible extension will occur during the 2026-27 season, not before. Davis and the Wizards appear to be on good footing. Davis, for instance, participated in the team's optional veteran minicamp in Las Vegas during the NBA Summer League. The decision to hold off on substantive talks until the season could stem in part from both parties needing to learn more about each other questions that perhaps can only be answered after Davis and the team have played a large enough sample size of regular season games. Davis stated publicly, even before the Wizards won the NBA draft lottery and used the number 1 pick to select A.J. Dybantsa, that he has been impressed by the Wizards' young nucleus, and he also added that he likes the organization's infrastructure. But at the same time, he has expressed skepticism that the Wizards can go from having the league's worst record in 2025-26 to contending in 2026-27. Wizards have said they regard Davis and point guard Trae Young as crucial to helping the team improve in the year ahead and further the development of the young core. Still, Wizards officials likely have questions about Davis, who turned 33 in March and has a well-documented history of missing time because of injuries. Even if the 2026-27 season starts well for Davis, and for the team, it's reasonable to speculate that both sides could find themselves far apart on a potential extension. On one hand, Davis is a 10-time All-Star and 5-time All-Defensive player who earned a place on the NBA's 75th anniversary team. When he's healthy and bought into his team's philosophy and direction, he remains one of the better two-way players in the league. Advertisement, on the other hand, he has appeared in at least 70 games only 3 times in his 14-year pro career. Davis and his agent, Rich Paul, have a history of seeking maximum salary contract extensions. In 2023, with 2 full seasons remaining on Davis' Lakers contract, Davis and the Lakers agreed on a 3-year, $175 million extension that includes a $62.8 million player option for the 2027-28 season. If Davis proactively declines that player option, a maximum contract extension between Davis and the Wizards would be worth $275 million over 4 years and would run through the 2030-31 season. Davis will turn 37 years old in March of the 2030-31 season. It is difficult to envision the Wizards, or perhaps any team, agreeing to a 4-year, $275 million extension with Davis because of his age, injury history, and the league's punitive second apron, and because members of Washington's young core such as Alex Sarr and Keyshawn George will be in line for larger salaries after their current deals end. In recent years, some large contracts for decorated players in their 30s have aged poorly for their teams. In 2024, the Philadelphia 76ers reached a 3-year maximum salary extension with center Joel Embiid, a $62.6 million average annual salary. Embiid, now 32, played 19 regular season games in 2024-25 and 38 games last season. In 2024, at 34, Paul George signed a 4-year, $212 million contract to join the 76ers. George played 41 games during the 2024-25 regular season and 37 games last season. The Sixers dealt George to the Boston Celtics this offseason in the trade for Jaylen Brown. The Embiid and George contracts, as well as Jimmy Butler's contract with the Golden State Warriors, could serve as cautionary tales for the Wizards during any extension talks with Davis. Davis' value around the NBA appears to be at the lowest point of his career. In February, with Davis recovering from a finger injury, the Wizards traded for him, guard D'Angelo Russell and guard Dante Exum for wing K'Atris Middleton, big man Marvin Bagley III, guard A.J. Johnson, a 2026 first-round pick that wound up to the 30th pick. A heavily protected 2030 first-round pick that originally belonged to the Golden State Warriors, and 3 second-round picks. Advertisement: the 2026-27 season could be an opportunity for Davis to recoup some of his value, either through an extension or in a possible trade. Because he holds a player option for the 2027-28 season, the 2026-27 trade deadline, which will fall on Feb. 11, will be a key date to monitor for Davis' future with the Wizards. That day will serve as a more accurate signpost for Davis' future than Aug.